Hello friends, welcome one and all to the show. So we're going to do this nice question. Summation n goes from 2 to positive infinity, 3/4 of n cosine of 180, and we have to show that it's equal to 9 over 28. Well, we have to understand the behavior of this. This is a kind of important thing. So what does this do? Think about this, right? So rely on your knowledge of the unit circle. What does this do? Well, if n is 2, which is what this is, then what is this? This is 360, right? It's cosine of 360, but according to the unit circle, that value is 1, right? Okay. What about if n is 3 like this? Increase the index. So that would be cosine of 180 times this 3, but that's cosine right, of 540. But that's like in a unit circle, once around and once more, and now you're at -1. Okay? So the point is, then you continue this pattern. This is 4, right? You just come back to 1, or -1, or back to 1. The point is this is always equal to 1 or -1. So you can capture that by rewriting this whole thing as follows. Just write this instead, like summation n goes from 2 to positive infinity of 3/4 to the n, and just write here -1 to the n. This works because when n is 2, -1 squared is 1. Okay? Which is the same as when you have cosine of 360 being equal to 1, you see? If it's 3, then this is odd. It's odd here, right? So it's going to be -1. But because now this is the same as this, you can just merge this into 1. In other words, you would have the summation as n goes from 2 to positive infinity there. What is that? Just merge this into 1, right? Because the exponents are the same. So it's -3/4 raised to the n. Normally, when we do this, we try to begin here with a 0. So you can do that by just subtract 2, but you compensate by adding 2. That's how you shift indexes. So you're going to have the summation, basically as n goes from 0 to positive infinity, -3/4, right, to the n. And then just break off this -3/4 to the second, so it becomes -3/4 to the second this way. So now this is a constant. It's -3 squared, which is 9 on the outside, and then 4 squared is 16. And then you have the summation, right, as n goes from 0 to positive infinity of this -3/4 to the n, an absolute value, right? This is less than 1. So this is then equal to the following. Look, it's going to be 9/16. 9/16 right here. And it's going to be here 1 over 1 minus 3/4. Okay, you really should pause the video and figure out the rest of this on your own as an exercise, but okay, it's going to be 9/16, and then, so we write this as 4/4, so, and also remember this is negative, right? So you're going to have minus a negative, which will give you a positive at the end here. So 4 and 3 is going to be 7, so it's going to be 1 over 7/4. And then keep change flips, so 9/16, 4/7, cancel. Sorry. And then you have 9 times 1, which is 9, and then 4 times 7 is 28. Voila. And that's how you can think about solving this question. Nice question. If you like, it's helpful.